Have you ever wondered why laziness is so often seen as a weakness? Why, in a world full of ambition and constant striving, those who can pause and simply be are considered unsuccessful? Lao Tzu once said, "He who acts without effort achieves more than he who struggles." But how do we understand this paradox? Can laziness be a hidden strength rather than a flaw on the road to success? In this video, we'll explore why laziness might actually be a key to true power and inner balance, something many people overlook while chasing external achievements. Effortless action, the philosophy of Wu Wei. When we hear the phrase effortless action, the first thing that probably comes to mind is laziness or inaction. But let's take a closer look at what Lao Tzu really meant. Wu Wei, often translated as non-action, does not mean doing nothing or waiting passively for life to fix itself. It means acting in harmony with nature, flowing with its current rather than forcing our way through it. Imagine a river. It doesn't fight the rocks in its path. It doesn't waste energy trying to move them. It simply flows, finding its way around the obstacles, not resisting, but adapting. If we could live like this river, our lives would be much simpler and more harmonious. Lao Tzu taught that to fight against nature is a road to nowhere. We may spend endless energy trying to change the world around us, only to end up exhausted and disappointed. Instead of trying to force ourselves or others into our plans, we can allow events to unfold, listening to our inner voice and trusting the flow. This doesn't mean becoming passive, quite the opposite. Effortless action means acting at the right moment, with the right approach, using the least energy necessary. When we stop trying to control every detail and allow the process to unfold, the results are often far better than if we tried to force them. The path through emptiness. As Lao Tzu taught, letting go is part of wisdom. You've probably heard the saying, emptiness is not the absence of something, but the presence of everything. It's not just a poetic phrase, it's a way of life. He said, if you want to fill your life, you must first empty it. Paradoxical? Yes. But this is the essence of Wu Wei. Let's take a simple example. What makes a cup useful? The clay that forms it. Number. Its real value lies in the empty space inside. The same is true for us. We fill our lives with so many unnecessary things, ambitions, worries, thoughts, emotions, and then wonder why life feels heavy. We leave no space for what's real. Lao Tzu taught that emptiness is not weakness, it is potential. It gives room for new things to grow. If we are too busy with empty concerns, we miss the reality of life passing us by. Like in martial arts, which I've practiced for years, it's not just about striking, it's about knowing when to let go, to stay open to change. The one who finds emptiness within can take life's blows and still remain standing. Because emptiness is freedom. And freedom isn't just the absence of limits. It's the ability to flow with life without needing to control it. How many times have you tried to change something? By force, by pushing yourself or others? We humans don't like when things go off plan. But the question is, should we fight it? Lao Tzu said, to struggle against nature is always a path to suffering. He taught us not to forcibly change the world, but to allow it to unfold as it is. We are trained to plan every step of life, build castles of sand, and obsessively control the uncontrollable. We juggle endless tasks, worry constantly, and still feel like we never quite arrive. And what's the result? Exhaustion, frustration, the sense that we'll never reach what we're chasing. Lao Tzu said, true strength is the ability to flow with life, not against it. Nature already knows what to do. A tree doesn't try to grow in stone. A river doesn't attempt to flow uphill. So why do we? When we embrace this principle, life becomes lighter. Be like bamboo, he taught. It bends with the wind, but does not break. It adapts, it accepts, and it continues to grow. This is the secret. Strength is not about forcing change, but about living in harmony with what is. When we accept life as it is, we can move forward with less resistance. Life will show us the way. We only need to learn how to listen. Spontaneity of action. Lao Tzu taught us to act naturally. We live in a world obsessed with planning, controlling, scheduling every step. Do this, achieve that. the world shouts at us. But Lao Tzu wasn't a fan of these methods. He believed that true mastery is acting at the right moment, effortlessly, without pressure or force. Spontaneity was his highest value. Have you ever noticed how we lose ourselves trying to fit expectations? We spend so much time trying to be right that we forget what it means to be real. Lao Tzu taught that the most powerful actions come from within,